Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to transport you to a time when the world was a very different place. It's important to understand why black Africans were viewed as a threat, not because of anything inherent, but because of historical circumstances and biases. Picture this. Centuries ago, Europe was experiencing a surge of exploration and expansion. Colonial powers set their sights on new lands, seeking wealth and power. Africa, with its abundant resources, became a prime target. However, to justify their actions, colonizers needed a narrative. And so, the perception of black Africans as threats began to take shape. First, there was racism. Deep-seated prejudices led to the dehumanization of black Africans, portraying them as inferior beings. Their very existence was viewed as a threat to the supposed superiority of European powers. Then, there were economic interests. Africa was incredibly rich in resources, gold, diamonds, timber, and more. To exploit these riches, it was convenient to label the indigenous people as threats to justify the economic exploitation. Cultural differences played a role too. The diverse languages, religions, and customs of African societies clashed with European norms. These differences were often misinterpreted and misunderstood, leading to the perception that Africans were a threat to European values. Resistance to colonization was another factor. Africans rightfully resisted foreign domination, asserting their right to self-determination. This resistance was often depicted as rebellion, further fueling the image of black Africans as dangerous. Negative stereotypes fueled the fire. Through literature, media, and colonial narratives, Africans were portrayed as savages, uncivilized, and in need of European guidance, perpetuating the idea that they were threats. Lastly, fear of change played a significant role. The traditional power structures in African societies didn't align with colonial goals. Europeans saw these structures as threats to their control over the region, solidifying their belief that Africans were a threat. In conclusion, it's crucial to remember that these perceptions were not based on any inherent traits of black Africans. They were constructed to serve the interests of colonial powers. Understanding this history helps us challenge the biases and stereotypes that continue to impact our world today as we strive for a more just and equitable future for all. Please like, subscribe, and share.